Hey everybody, welcome. Today, I just wanted to show you how Shujan De and I, how together we made the song Heal. So, this song, overall, I think it's a pretty simple song. It's not very technically, too difficult, both in terms of a production sense and from a musical sense. It's just what we speak about, everybody talks about, letting the sounds speak for themselves, letting the instruments speak for themselves. And so I feel like this project was really a testament to that. And it was an exercise in restraint. And so, because this song could have gone in so many different directions, but I think the harder thing to do was just to sit back and just let it be what it is, what it needed to be. And so, so to that end, it's a very simple track, just a guitar, vocals, pads, and a piano. That's literally it. And so I'll just run you through everything one by one and just maybe try and explain why I made the decisions that I made, why I did this, why I did that. And so I'm gonna assume that you've heard the song already, so I'm not gonna play the whole song because this will be a longer video if I did that. I'll just play parts of it now and then. So starting off with the piano here, it's just noir. I think this is one of the best piano plugins, and then it's my favorite. And also because it's the only one I own. Anyway, again, so like I said, the goal of the piano as well was not to stand out. It was just to add to the whole atmosphere. It was just to add to the song. It's just one of the colors in this painting, quote unquote. So starting off, it just starts with this 3 simple notes, and you can see how beautiful that sounds. It's a really beautifully recorded piano. So this is in the context of the song. And so another example of how I didn't want this guitar or this instrument or that piano to stand out is here.
I wish it all fades away for you to see.
So you can barely hear the piano. I mean, you can hear it, but it doesn't stand out because I wanted listeners to experience it, not to hear it or to register it, because you may not hear it, but you will still feel it. So the same goes for the mixing decisions that I made, which I'll get to later. Anyway, after that, we're just gonna move one after the other. So here we have a pad. It's just Labs, Spitfire Audio's Labs. Very great work these guys are doing. Tape orchestra, brass hollow. Oops. So this is it. This is literally, it runs through the whole song, one note, because Shuyan is a huge fan of this. And then just time to time, this thing will come in. So that's it. Nothing much to explain, just some EQing here, volume control. Not even any reverb on this because it's just a pad. So moving on to just one of the main elements, the guitar. Shujan played the guitar here, and he played this guitar exactly the way it needed to be played in this song. So that's the only way I can see it. So the guitar, I'll just play it for you and explain better. So the guitar, it's unhurried, it's well paced, it's dynamic, it's articulate, and yeah, I don't know the chords, honestly. So, but anyway, here you can almost hear the like I said, the recording isn't perfect. It's noisy. You can hear the noise in the recording because I wanted to capture the essence of the room where we wrote this and where this guitar was played, which is this room. And I didn't want a perfectly, clean recording. Like if we wanted that, we would have gone to a studio and with a perfectly dead room and recorded that. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted to capture the essence of the room because I think the room is very much an instrument in any song that we write or any song that we record. And so to that end, I recorded just everything as it is. I didn't try to, just try to make the room super quiet or anything. And then, so even in the recording, you can hear the noise, but it adds to the atmosphere, it adds to the character. So that's what the song is about, like just reduced to the most, if I were to explain how the song is, it's just, just the essence of that time and that place in a song. And so where each instrument, each sound is almost like a color, and you don't want one color to stand out. You want, all the colors to work together to make a beautiful, painting that works in harmony. So yeah, so the guitar, pretty simple. Got some EQ here. I had to control the low end of the guitar a lot because my guitar, being a dreadnought, it is low and heavy. So without the guitar, it's so yeah, I had to just control the low end and just yeah, that's basically it. I've got isotope ozone here with a dynamic EQ doing the same thing, controlling the low end. Very gentle compression because I wanted to preserve the dynamics of the peaks. It's big. So we've got a noise reducer, I guess you can call it, because yeah, even though I wanted the noise of the room, sometimes it would just be too much. So because a song is a song, and if you're going to present it to people, you want it to be, at least to be clean and not have anything in there that you didn't want. So got some noise suppression and just a really gentle reverb. So the thing about reverb here, what I did was I just added the reverb to the higher frequencies of the guitar. I'll just demonstrate. So yeah, so I just wanted the reverb to add this kind of sparkle, to add a bit of extra character to the guitar, and I don't want to drown the guitar in reverb. So Valhalla Vintage Reverb, the bread and butter of almost every producer. So if I don't tell people that there's reverb, you can hardly hear it, but you can hear it do its thing. And I'm almost trying to hide it, so I'm trying to hide things all the time. And then it's because I would prefer that you feel it and experience it rather than, like I said, it jumping out at you. And yeah, like I said, you can hear the noise. I don't even know what that is in the beginning. Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, we've got some more guitar parts here. Just adding to the yeah, so the guitar together. Yep. So that's the guitar, and like I said, Shujan, he played it exactly how it needed to be played. I think, and that's just a testament to just how we were feeling at the time, how in tune to the whole project we all were, how we all knew how we wanted this project to come out, how we wanted the song to sound. So yeah, and because of that, this is what we got, and yeah, it works really well. It works perfectly. So moving on, it's titled Slide Guitar, and this is what it was supposed to be. So I tried to make a slide guitar sounding instrument using Silent here, and yeah, this is what it sounds like. As you can hear, I completely nailed it. So yeah, I need to get better at synthesis. Anyway, we've got utility controlling volume, we've got some effects, pedals, some sound shaping, EQ, some EQ, some more volume automation here, a bit of delay, again, more reverb. That's it. So you only hear it in parts of the song, like here. So it's just adding. So this is just another pad sound basically. So it's just adding another like a layer of character, you know, a different texture to the overall, just the sonic image of the song. And then yeah, moving on, we have the vocals here. Again, same thing. He sang it exactly how, yeah, I sound like a broken record, but he sang it exactly how it needed to sound, and because of that, you know, when a singer does that, it's such a relief for a producer, or you know, or any engineer, because they don't have to do much. And here in this case, I didn't have to do much, just automate volume and just some gentle compressing. That's literally it, and then a bit of reverb. So I'll just play to you in isolation.
Don't drift away, don't go too far.
Yeah, you can hear the reverb.
You know I'm here for you, I'd stay. For you to see the way it is. Here, my dear.
And like I said, there's noise in the recording, but that's fine. It just adds to the atmosphere, it adds to the character of the song. So yeah, we just have some nonsense, some intro.
Shall we?
Yeah, yours truly. And then moving on, one of my favorite parts, the harmonies. Here we have Shujan's voice, and we also have the lovely Coco Savino's voice just helping us out. And you know, having different singers having just means you have a different texture to work with as a producer, and you have this element that you can mix and match. So that's the fun thing. So there's literally nothing on the individual vocal tracks, the harmony tracks, but just again a bit of volume control and a bit of sonic shaping, where I just wanted to widen the sound a bit, because I wanted to, with the harmonies, I wanted to create this almost like this background wall of sound where the main vocal is in the front, and behind the main vocals are the harmonies. So this is what they sound like.
Here, my dear. Here, slowly.
Yeah, you can hear the reverb trailing off at the end there, and let me just play it for you with the main vocal.
Here, my dear.
It's beautiful.
Here, slowly. Here. for you to say the way it is. Here, my dear. Here, slowly.
So yeah, the piano just giving a final chord. That's the chord right here. So when he finally sings the finals,
Slowly,
oops,
slowly.
just adds to the whole thing. And you may have noticed I turned off the harmonies in the second heel when he sings heel. That's because I really wanted the word heel, and I really wanted him singing that part to stand out, and I just wanted to almost let listeners hear the gravity of when he's actually singing that. So to make that stand out, I just took off of some parts, and yeah, I didn't have to increase the volume or this that, and there were already a lot of elements going on, so I think this just turning off the harmonies for this part was more than sufficient. And so you can really hear that come through.
For you to say the way it is. Here, my dear.
Okay, so moving on, I think points to you if you caught this, but this is just another layer, like I said, of of texture of this that. So this is literally almost just sounds like white noise. So this is Labs again, Spitfire, Tundra, Atmos. So what they just recorded the atmosphere of, the Arctic and this that. But what inspired this was as I was writing this song, like it was a windy day and there are trees outside. I could hear the wind rustle the leaves, and so as I was playing the track along with all the instruments and the wind rustling the leaves, I could really hear. It just really added this whole sense of peace, and it just really melded really well together with the rest of the instruments. So I wanted to do something similar, but I wanted it to be not so bright, and I almost didn't want it to have the same bright character. So this is just simple thing. I just what I went with, and you can it's almost imperceptible, but along with the song, I think it adds this layer, this character. So it just runs throughout the whole track. So this is, I think once you know it's here, I think you can hear it and appreciate it.
Shall we?
So yeah, you can hear that in the voice.
Don't drift away, don't go too far.
And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's not a very super complicated track. It's not very technically that demanding, but I think because of that, because it's so simple, the small decisions that you make tend to have so much of an influence, and they tend to make so much difference. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope maybe this will make you listen to the track if you haven't. But anyway, yeah, thanks for coming, and see you soon.